Kana napi relatives, Membiwa Tahushka, Opi Miha. Welcome to the channel, relatives. It is Opi Miha Saponi-Catawba Nation. And when you do come to the channel, please subscribe. And also like the videos. And as always, much appreciated to each and every single one of you. Let's get into it. All right. So we are back into the family history, and we are back into the Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina side. And as you can see on the screen, we have let's start off with the Ashton family. And again, you should be seeing the historical records popping up on the screen with these. And I think we may do about 4 families, depending on time. So we'll try to get in maybe 30 minutes here. See where we get. All right, so let's begin. So it says the Ashton family may have descended from a slave, Burdett Ashton, and a free member of the Lucas family. Burdett and Richard Lucas were taxable in the lower district of Westmoreland County from 1795 to 1798. Burdett was called Burdett A. Lucas in 1797, and Richard was called Richard A. Lucas in 1798. They were called Burdett and Richard Ashton in the tax list from 1799 to 1815, and Burdett was again called Lucas in the 1810 Westmoreland County census. They were probably related to the slaves who were taxable in the Westmoreland County estate of Burdett Ashton in 1787. Members of the Ashton family were, first we got Jemima, born say 1760. Then we got Lawrence, born say 1765. Next we got Sally, born say 1768, living in Westmoreland County on March 26, 1793, when the court ordered the church wardens of Coppell Parish to bind out her children, but rescinded the order the following day. Burdett, a free mulatto farmer living on James Kelly's land in Westmoreland County in 1801, called Burdett Lucas, when he was head of a Westmoreland County household of 6 other free in 1810. Next, we have Winnie, born about 1776. And we have Richard, born, say, 1777. Peggy, born, say, 1785, married Edmund Tate. December 12, 1806. Westmoreland County bond. Joseph Tate security. Next, we have William, a free Negro farmer living on Johnson Wright's land in Westmoreland County in 1801. Then we have Jacob, head of a Westmoreland County household of 6 other free in 1810. Then we have Delpha, head of a Westmoreland County household of 6 other free in 1830. She registered in Westmoreland County in September 1831. A black woman, 5'1.5" high, about 33 years of age, born free. Then we have Susan, born about 1797, head of a Westmoreland County household of 5 free colored in 1830. She registered in Westmoreland County in May 1842. Bright mulatto, 5 feet 7.5 inches high, about 45 years old, freeborn. All right, let's keep it moving, relatives. So next we have Jemima Ashton, born say 1760, was a free mulatto farmer living on James Kelly's land with children Blaine, Ludwell, Betsy, Meredith, and Kilsick Ashton in 1801. She was head of a Westmoreland County household of 5 other free in 1810. She was the mother of, first we got Blaine, born about 1787, registered in Westmoreland County in September 1821. A black boy about 34 years of age, 5 feet 11 inches high, son of Mima Ashton, who was freeborn. He was head of a Westmoreland County household of 8 free colored in 1830. Next, we got Ludwell, head of a Westmoreland County household of 4 free colored in 1830. Next, we have Betsy, born about 1788, registered in Westmoreland County in October 1831. A mulatto woman, 5'6" high, about 43 years of age, born free. Next, we have Meredith, head of a Westmoreland County household of 5 free colored in 1830. Then we have Kilsick, registered in Westmoreland County in September 1821. A black boy about 5 feet 11 inches high, son of Mima Ashton, who was freeborn. All right, keep it moving. Next, we have Lawrence Ashton, born about 1765, married Elizabeth Scott. April 14, 1788, Fairfax County bond, and April 14, 1788, Farquhar County bond. He was taxable in the lower district of Westmoreland County from 1794 to 1815, called Lawrence Lucas from 1796 to 1798, counted in the list of free Negroes and mulattoes in 1813. He and Elizabeth Ashton were counted as free mulattoes living on James Kelly's land in Westmoreland County in 1801, with children Rodham, Fanny, John, Holly, and Lottie. And he was head of a Westmoreland County household of 9 other free in 1810 and 6 free colored in 1830. They were apparently the parents of. And first we got Rodham, born about 1796, head of a Westmoreland County household of 7 free colored in 1830. He registered in Westmoreland County on September 28, 1835. A mulatto man, about 39 years old, 5 feet 11 high, black eyes, born free. Next we got Fanny, then we got John, then we got Holly, then we got Lottie. She married Samuel Day, January 7th, 1818. Westmoreland County bond, Samuel Tate security. All right, keep it moving. Next, we have Winnie Ashton, born about 1776, was a free mulatto farmer living on William Ball's land in Westmoreland County with children Lawrence, Fanny, Mealy, Matilda, and Barbary Ashton in 1801, and had a Westmoreland County household of 6 other free in 1810. She registered in Westmoreland County in May 1832. A black woman, 5 feet high, about 56 years of age, freeborn. She was probably the mother of. We got Lawrence, Fanny, Mealy, Matilda, a free Negro about the age of 16 when she was listed in Westmoreland County in 1813, and Barbary. All right, keep it moving. And last in this history, it's going to be Richard Ashton, born, say, 1777, was taxable in the lower district of Westmoreland County from 1795 to 1814, called Richard Lucas in 1795 and 1796. Richard A. Lucas in 1797, counted in the list of free Negroes and mulattoes in 1813. He married Jenny Lawrence, December 23rd, 1797, Westmoreland County bond. He and his wife, Jenny, were free mulattoes living on Murphy's land in Westmoreland County with child Fleet Ashton in 1801. And he was head of a Westmoreland County household of 3 free colored in 1830. They were the parents of Fleet, born, say, 1799. All right, relatives. So that was the Ashton family. Again, we got some really good information in this one. We got parents' names, dates of births, the county that they lived in, and the years everything happened. So if the Ashton family, you can see the different spellings. Shows up in your genealogy. I would definitely dig into this here and grab some of those dates and counties to see if you could start getting a little further back. All right, relatives, so let's move on to the next family. We are going to do the Ashworth family. All right. So we got James Ashworth, born say 1740, was in Captain James Leslie's company of South Carolina militia in the expedition against the Cherokees in 1759. Then it gives you here in parentheses some information where you can find that. He was described as a tall, lusty man of a swarthy complexion and short black hair. In an ad placed in the South Carolina Gazette on December 22nd, 1766, which stated that he and Edward Gibson, a mulatto, had escaped from jail in Charleston on December 8, 1766. A similar ad was placed in the June 15, 1767 issue of the Gazette, which stated that they escaped on May 13, 1767. And let's see if we click this link what we get. Just curious. Okay. But it does take you to an archive where you can sign up and all that good stuff. Alright, let's go back. It says he lived in the back country of South Carolina in the 1760s. He was head of an Opelousas, Louisiana household of 11 other free in 1810 and 6 free colored in St. Landry's Parish in 1820. He married Keziah Dial, according to the Opelousas marriage license of his children. James and Keziah were the parents of. Alright, so first we got Jesse, born say 1785, of South Carolina, son of James Ashworth Sr. and Keziah Dial. Married Sarah Perkins, daughter of Joshua Perkins and Mary Mixon, on October 3rd, 1810 in Opelousas. Jesse was head of a St. Landry's Parish household of 7 free colored in 1820. Sarah Ashworth was a 59-year-old mulatto counted in the 1850. Looks like that's Calcasieu Parish, Louisiana census. All right. Next, we got Polly, born say 1792, daughter of James Ashworth and Keziah Dial of South Carolina. Married George Perkins. By December 4th, 1810, Opelousas license. George was head of a St. Landry's Parish household of 5 free colored in 1820 and 10 in 1830. All right, next we got James, born say 1789, son of James and Keziah Ashworth, married Mary Perkins, daughter of Joshua and Mary Perkins, on September 23rd, 1811 in St. Landry's Parish, Louisiana. He was head of a St. Landry's Parish household of 6 free colored in 1820 and 5 in 1830. All right, next we got Moses, born say 1791. Then we got Aaron, son of James Ashworth and Keziah Dial, married Mary Munch in September 16th, 1829, Opelousas marriage. All right, keep it moving. Next, we got Moses Ashworth, born say 1791 of South Carolina, married Anna Bunch. By November 23rd, 1821, Opelousas license. He was head of a St. Landry's Parish household of 6 free colored in 1830. In 1840, the brothers Joshua, Aaron, David, and William Ashworth, people of color, had been living in Jefferson County, Texas, for 2 years when they petitioned for exemption from the law, which required them to immigrate. And in 1842, the Board of Land Commissioners and other citizens of Jefferson County requested that free people of color, William, Abner, and Aaron Ashworth, Elisha, and Eliza Thomas, heirs of Moses Ashworth, have the right to claim the land that they had homesteaded. He may have been the father of. And you can see that information right here in parentheses. It tells where you can find it. All right. Here's the father of, it looks like Joshua, Aaron, David, William, Abner, Eliza, who married Elisha Thomas. All right, so that was the Ashworth family. And as you can see, as we were going through this, they were out of South Carolina, and they ended up in Louisiana, and some of them even ended up in Texas. So this actually is an excellent family history here, because it shows the different counties and states that they lived in. We got some other names. They're usually in bold letter here, because those are other family histories that are within this. So that way you can go back, you know, if you see a name that popped up, you know, with this family, or if this family name popped up, definitely dig into this to check out, you know, see if it matches up with what you have. All right, relatives, so we will move on to our next family, which will be the Atkins family. All right, let's get into it. Members of the Atkins family were James, a mulatto boy, valued at 4 pounds in the June 24, 1734 inventory of the Essex County estate of Mary Knoll. Then we got John, born about 1786. Then we got Millie, head of an Essex County household of three other free in 1810. Then we got Frank, head of a Freetown, Brunswick County, Virginia household of one other free in 1810. Then we have Betsy, born about 1791, registered in Charles City County on September 16, 1824. A bright mulatto woman, aged 33 years, born free in this county. All right, keep it moving. Then we have John Atkins, born about 1786, received 9 pounds for his wife, Eliza Atkins, as her share of the Charles City County estate of her father, Edward Bradby, in 1802. He was a 65-year-old shoemaker in a list of free Negroes in Charles City County in 1851. Then it goes on to say he was the father of Edward, born December 16, 1812, obtained a certificate of freedom in Charles City County on September 15, 1831. Son of John Atkins, 18 years old, the 16th December last, bright mulatto, born free in this county. All right, relatives, so that was the Atkins family. So not a real long family history, but we did get some good information out of this. So you got the family members' names when they were born and the county that they lived in. And then again, another family in bold letter here. So that way, if that name is showing up, you can kind of see the connection here. All right, so let's keep it moving. Next we have the Atkinson family. All right, so let's get into that one. So we got Easter Atkinson, born say 1725, was a resident of Farquhar County and the daughter of a white woman, according to testimony by John Taliaferro in King George County on May 30th, 1801. She bound her daughter Mildred to Francis Tyler, and it says she was the mother of. All right, first we got Mildred, born say 1745, completed her time of servitude to Francis Tyler of Caroline County about 1776, and then worked for Colonel John Thornton as an assistant shoekeeper. She registered in Fredericksburg on May 30th, 1801. The bearer of a mulatto woman named Mildred Atkinson, who served her time to a certain Francis Tyler of the county of Caroline, been in the employ of my father-in-law, the late Colonel John Thornton, as an assistant assistant storekeeper. Millie's time of servitude expired about the year 1776, since which I have seen her in different parts of the county, particularly in the city of Richmond, where she resides several years, and from information I received from several respectable characters, I have reason to believe she has at all times conducted herself as an honest, industrious woman. Her mother's name was Easter Atkinson, a resident of Farquhar, who I have been told was the daughter of a white woman. John Telefaro, King George County. I do hereby certify that I knew Easter Atkinson, the mother of Mildred Atkinson, a mulatto woman, and always understood she was freeborn. That she bound Mildred to Miss Ann Tyler, the wife of Mr. Francis Tyler. The said Mildred served him part of the time, and as I married a daughter of Mr. Tyler's, she was given to me or sent to live with me, perhaps 2 or 3 years. Mrs. Tyler gave Mildred's indentures up to her and paid her freedom dues. Joseph Allen, June 3rd, 1801. Then it goes on to say Essex County, the bearer hereof, Mildred Atkinson, a mulatto woman, was born free and now resides at Tappahannock in Essex, May 19th, 1802. Then it says one Betty Telefaro, Spotsylvania County, do certify that the bearer Millie Atkinson served her time with Francis Tyler and his wife, was born a free woman. Then it goes on to say May 19th, 1807. All right, relatives. So again, another short one on the Atkinson family. So we did get the mother's name and one child's name. They do mention the county that the mother and the daughter lived in. So I know it's not much, but hopefully you can grab some gems out of it. All right, so this may end up being our last one here, so let's see how far we can get. So next we have the Alden family. All right, so let's get into it. Mary Alden, born about 1741, was living in Chesterfield County on May 7th, 1779, when the court ordered the church wardens of Dale Parish to bind out her daughter, Nancy. She may have been the mother of Polly, Elizabeth, Hannah, Matthew, and William Aldham, who were ordered bound out by church wardens of Dale Parish on October 1st, 1779. On August 2nd, 1782, apprentices Elizabeth, Hannah, and Martha Aldens complained to the court about their master, William Bragg. Elizabeth Alden was discharged from his service on September 6, 1782, and William Alden was ordered bound out by the church wardens of Dale Parish on October 3rd, 1783. Mary Alden registered in Petersburg on August 18, 1794. A light brown, stout mulatto woman, 5 feet 2 inches high, about 53 years old, freeborn and raised in Chesterfield County. Then it goes on to say she was the mother of. Then we got Thomas, born, say 1760, charged in Chesterfield County Court on October 3rd, 1783, with breaking and entering the house of Susanna Burton and stealing a bed and furniture. Then we got Elizabeth, born, say 1761, discharged from William Bragg's service on September 6, 1782. Then we got Hannah, born, say 1765, Martha, born, say 1768, Nancy, born before May 7th, 1779. Then we got Mary, apprentice to Frederick Trailer in May 1782, when he complained about her to the court and agreed that she should be bound by the church wardens of Dale Parish to someone else. All right, relatives, so that was the Alden family, and as you can see, we got a few different spellings of that name as we read the kids' names and the mother's name. But we did get some good information, even though it was short. We got dates of birth, county that they lived in, so if that is showing up. And remember, when you're looking up your ancestors, try the different ways of spelling. That's very key in all this. because they were messing up our names quite a bit. And I think we can do this very last one, the Avery family. So let's do that real quick, and then this will be the last one. So we had the Avery family. So it starts out, Ann Yohen, born say 1730, was living in Fairfax County on October 18, 1748, when the court ordered her mulatto son Anthony bound out to John Gladden. The church wardens bound him to John and Francis Gladden. And it shows where you can see the minutes for this. So let's click on this real quick just to see what it pulls up. So if anyone's interested in reading through this information, it probably has court documentation about Anthony being bound out. Anthony Avery was a mulatto boy listed in the December 26, 1749 Fairfax County estate of John Gladden. He may have been the ancestor of Avery family of South Carolina and Louisiana. So first we got Joseph Avery, or Ivory, born say 1770, head of a Greenville County, South Carolina household of 6 other free in 1800. And next we got Amos, born before 1776, married Sarah Sweat, January 25th, 1819, Wilkinson County, Mississippi Bond. He was head of a St. Landry's Parish, Louisiana household of 6 free colored in 1820. He may have been identical to Amos Ivy, who was head of a Marlboro District, South Carolina household of 7 other free in 1800. All right. And then last here it says Mecklenburg County, Virginia. We have a Dicey Avery, born say 1770, was head of a Mecklenburg County household of a white woman over the age of 45 in 1820. She was the mother of an illegitimate child named Henry Avery, who was bound apprentice by the Mecklenburg County Court to Dudley Hale, blacksmith. On December 12, 1803, she was the mother of. Then we got Henry, born about 1790, registered in Mecklenburg County on October 28, 1826, a free mulatto, about 36 years old, born of a free woman in this county. Then it says on November 21st, 1828, he purchased 125 acres in Mecklenburg County, adjoining the lands of William Stewart, deceased from Joseph Stewart. All right, relatives. So that was the Avery family. And again, you did see the different spellings of the last name. Once again, not a real long family history, but we did get some good information out of it. We did get some counties, and then we are seeing in some of these family histories that some of the people from South Carolina ended up in Louisiana. So keep that in mind. So it sounds like our people were moving around quite a bit, and again, purchasing land. All right, relatives. So that's going to be it for the family histories for today. I appreciate everyone taking the time and coming out and watching the videos. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And next time when we come back, we should be back over in the Delaware, Maryland side. So again, relatives, thank you. One love, and like I always say, I'll see everyone next time. Take care.